Welcome back everyone. You're watching the training week from November 24th, where the weekly focus was taking it a little bit lighter after the massive event of catching the layout full twist in Gaylord the other week. So we took it a little lighter, but still managed almost a catch on the, I wouldn't call it a layout Gaylord, it's a little bit dishy pikey, but there was two turns on Thursday that I took where bar was in my hands and it was ready for the catch. So unfortunately I wasn't able to hold on, but you're not going to see any full twisters this week. I had to jump through some mental hoops to get it going again just this week. So we're back at it just the last couple days, and I'm going to continue the adventure of trying to get the skill for the World Cups. Some of you may have seen the announcements. I will be doing the Egypt and Croatia World Cups next year if all goes to plan. So we're gonna see how this Kudanov 2 journey pans out, and you know me, if it's more or less safe and doable, I'm always keen to give it a try. Intro time. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Misha, and here on this channel I've been sharing my love for gymnastics for around the last 5 years. You can watch pretty much every single turn I take on the equipment, and as much as it is about me kind of flaunting my training, showing off a little bit, it's also me trying to pass down some knowledge that I wish I had when I was, a young gymnast, so that I didn't have to waste too much time, doing the not so much wrong, but maybe the not as efficient type of training. So that's why I include everything, so viewers can see exactly what goes on in my training life, learn from my mistakes, and accelerate their own training growth. So that's probably the biggest reason, the most valuable reason for the channel. Now, because it was a lighter week, I focused a lot on filming those junior routines. Look at that pommel horse action, fam. Oh yeah, favorite apparatus. I am trying to come back a little bit at a time to all apparatus. So in the next couple weeks, you're gonna see me hit those all six, fam. You're gonna see me hit all six and trying to feel what it might be like to miss the handle on the Magyar, save myself some skew deductions, and save myself some circles as well. So the junior routines, you'll see at the end of the video the checklist. I've pretty much got most of it sussed out. You're gonna see actually a few clips of me learning some things and trying to get some of those skills from the New Zealand junior routines that I haven't done in some cases more than 20 years. So you'll see a little bit of that today. The tucked moi was a fun one. But pretty much I've got just rings left, couple of P-bar routines, couple of pommel horse routines, and I think that's it. Then it's all ready for production, and I'm going to try to make a nice little package out of it to fundraise for these World Cups, which look like they're going to be around 14 to 15,000 New Zealand total. So these routines, I'm going to try to use it as a bit of a fundraiser for those World Cups. Here we go. Oh man, haven't done this one in a long time. I did the Archie Pike version quite recently, in like the last 4 or 5 years I used to compete it, but the tucked version probably not since I was, 12 years old, 11, 12 years old, something like that. So that one was a bit nerve-wracking to do the first one. Sending a couple casino attempts just to keep that one training. But anyway, back to the routines. They're not meant to be perfect examples. I think in the narration part of it, a lot of it will be identifying the wrong technique, or how the routines could be done better, because my body has plenty of limitations. We got some shoulder limitations. I decided not even to try to do the bridge in the junior floor routines. I think everybody knows what a bridge looks like. But right now we're gonna check out some of these vaults, and I'm doing my best to do everything, all the different techniques, like all the different vault entries. That was first try stick fam, no joke. All the different vault entries, all the bonus skills I'm gonna include as well. I'm gonna talk about those. And a lot of the routines is pretty much like first attempt. A few things, you know, I take a few attempts if they're a bit lighter on the body, but a lot of them I do first try, so it's not exactly going to be perfect since I haven't really specifically trained some of those skills in the junior routines. So I'm hoping by the end of December to have all of that stuff finished, finish the productions, and you know, ideally sell it to some men's programs, even just to individuals. So I'll have more information out on that as I wrap up the production. So you've seen a little bit of clips of me trying to put together that content. And once again, it's going to be the level 1 through to 6 routines, including some alternative techniques and all bonuses. So yeah, pretty much everything from level 1 to 6. Look at them layout gaylords popping off, fam. Those last two should have been a catch. Should have been in a catch. The bar's in a slightly different area in relation to my body compared to pike gaylord, so it's a little bit different. And we're connecting that stoop half Coleman every now and then. I'm gonna keep pursuing this one for a wee bit longer. The original plan was to do stoop half Gaylord 2, but I'm giving this stoop half Coleman a go for the next wee while because it's a lot easier to clear the bar. The Gaylord 2 I think I can catch like pretty quickly, but it's so hard to clear the bar. You have to be, or I have to be at full energy, full juice. But the Coleman I can train even when I'm tired. It's quite easy to clear the bar with your legs when you're in a tuck position. And that's pretty much the main reason why I've transitioned from Gaylord 2 to the Coleman from the stoop half. Something I've been battling with is I get these bruises at the bottom of my fingers. Usually it's like 1 or 2 fingers where the finger connects to the hand. I get these bruises from doing underbar and P-bar, so I haven't been doing too much underbar stuff in the last couple weeks, focusing a bit more on the upper bar, like the McCooch timers, trying to get my D-arm 3/4 a bit more consistent. And there's that bend in the left elbow there you see as I initiate the 3/4 DME. It's going to be a 1/10 off. I don't know if I'm gonna get to changing that because, you know, I'll change the elbow and then I'll have to also change the technique of my DME, which is gonna make it a little bit inconsistent. So I think just for the sake of getting the McCoots a bit more consistent, I'll stick with the bent arm bad technique because it's 0.1. If it was 0.3, of course, that's a no-brainer. You'd have to change it, but for a 0.1, for now, I'm just gonna keep it going the way it is. I'm sorry to overload you with all this crap pommel horse work, fam. I really am, but part of this channel is posting, like I say in the intro, every single turn. Though the one handle circles are getting better. What's that? 4, 5? Oh my god, that was what, like 6 or 7? And you're gonna see me increase that number as the weeks go by. You're gonna see me increase it. Now, one reason why I haven't been able to do the rings routines ever since Nationals in October, my shoulder's been a bit funny, and that's that's not even the surgery shoulder, the other shoulder. And there's some very specific things like a muscle up in the press that I can't do. So that's why rings is taking a little bit longer for me to record, the junior routines I mean. So it is starting to feel better. And as I said, as we watch, one of the things I had to relearn. Oh, look at that bent leg, fam. Oh, there's a bent leg. But, you know, the rest was pretty clean. I'll wait till you see the rebound out of the handspring fly spring I did. But that's going to be whoa, look at that rebound. That was pretty good as well. So having fun doing those junior routines. Where was I? Yeah, so rings, I haven't been able to do too much rings, but it is getting better. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks, that's it. I can finish filming all the junior content. You see me starting to do more Azarians with spot rather than with the bungee. I'm gonna just maybe do one set or so with the bungee and try to do most of them spotted. And literally from the first one spotted, I could feel a difference. It's quite different. So, you know, when you're doing a skill like an Azarian, it's bungee is not the most optimal. A cross by itself, since it doesn't mess with your center, you're in a vertical line, no problem. Inverted cross should be no problem. But things like a Maltese or a backward roll to cross like an Azarian, where you know you're rotating and the bungee will throw off your center of mass, those will be a little bit different. So why that? Okay, that's stoop half. Why did I not connect that? I think I wasn't expecting to go that high. That was a nice stoop half, a little bit low, but probably still hitting 45 degrees. Some more casino work for some maintenance. But yeah, from here on out, fam, gonna try locking in that layout full twister a couple times a week, and just slowly start chipping away so that it might be somewhat ready to send at the World Cups. I think they're in like March, probably about late March. And that's the week. Here's our little checklist coming up. Thanks for watching, all the best, and until next time.